guys, welcome back to the Replay Media. Today, we're covering a topic that is causing a furor on social media, and rightly so. As of January 1st of this year, both Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse have entered the public domain. Nah, we're just exaggerating. They're just the older versions of the characters that appeared in the Disney short film Steamboat Willie, released in 1928. The old-fashioned animation, Mickey's movements, and his whistling. Everything about this short film reminds you of Disney at its most classic essence. Until now. The internet is going crazy with the release of Steamboat Willie's rights, and at the time you're watching this video, many users are posting their own versions of Steamboat Willie. I think it is needless to say that most of those versions we can't even show in this video, but boy did they give us a good laugh. Amid this mayhem, Adult Swim capitalized on the moment to do what they do best, be inappropriate. But before we delve into the subject, let's talk in legal terms. As I said previously, Steamboat Willie is a short film created by Walt Disney and iWorks, released in 1928 by Walt Disney Studios, making the official debut of Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse in the entertainment industry. It also became one of the first cartoons to include synchronized sound and a post-produced soundtrack. As a result, Steamboat Willie achieved tremendous popularity and took Disney's animated content to the next level, coinciding with the transition from silent cinema to the sound era. To this day, it is very difficult to meet anyone who has never seen the short film or heard Mickey's mythical whistle. I've used it as a ringtone, I admit. Even Disney itself used it as the intro of some animated movies. However, nothing lasts forever. From now on, we can all do whatever we want with the short film Steamboat Willie. Literally anything, as long as we're in the United States. But why? First of all, the public domain exists so that no company can own any idea forever. The US copyright laws state that the rights can be reserved for 95 years, and at the end of that time, the intellectual property enters the public domain so that the citizens can share it, reinterpret it, reuse it, broadcast it, and so on in a legal manner without asking permission from the original creator. The intention behind this law is that new generations use those ideas from the past to innovate today's industry. Although, the case of Steamboat Willie is more special than it seems. Originally, the period of protection for the animated short could be extended to 28 years with an option for an extra 28 years, which would have left Steamboat Willie in the public domain in 1984. Predictably, Disney lobbied Congress to extend its copyright on its most iconic character until 2004, 75 years after its original publication. In 1998, 5 years before the rights were due to expire, Disney again charged with other companies such as Universal to reach a new copyright agreement. From that point on, all intellectual property would enter the public domain 95 years after publication. Disney's intentions to protect Steamboat Willie were so obvious that the act was dubbed the Mickey Mouse Protection Act. Despite its economic power, Disney could no longer ask for further extensions, leading us to the case of Steamboat Willie, quite similar to what happened with Winnie the Pooh in 2022. As soon as the New Year's bells rang, the internet flooded with images, videos, fan arts, and all kinds of audio-visual content about Steamboat Willie. There are even pranksters who post the original short film without any modifications and pretend it's theirs. The comments are pure gold. But beyond that, there are a few official projects based on Steamboat Willie that seem to be more ambitious than the memes. The first project is Mickey Mouse's Trap, a slasher-style horror film that could be released in March. Judging by the trailer, the only thing really striking about the film is the killer, the Mickey Mouse from Steamboat Willie. There was also confirmation of another film about the character directed by Stephen Lamort, who was responsible for The Mean One, the horror parody based on The Grinch. The Steamboat Willie film has no name yet, but we know that the producers of Terrifier 2 are behind it, so we can expect horror combined with uncomfortable comedy. The last big project announced is Infestation Origins, an indie horror video game that draws on the SCP stories to present a spooky version of Steamboat Willie. While we wait for those projects, Adult Swim has already treated us with a Steamboat Willie spot that feels like a direct attack against the entertainment giant Disney. On the night of January 7th, while the Golden Globes Awards were still airing, Adult Swim aired a 15-second short in the same animated style as Steamboat Willie and with its iconic version of Mickey Mouse. Only, instead of calmly cruising down a river, Mickey was doing things with a huge text that says public domain, bitch. And if you ask about his whistling, Adult Swim used some strange music that matches Mickey's grimaces, but I honestly don't think it's whistling. Adult Swim has always been known for its irreverent jokes, though considering it's a network owned by Warner Brothers Discovery, it was an unexpected move. That doesn't mean Warner is declaring a war on Disney, not at all. It was just a little joke between competitors to lighten the mood, you know? It even reminds me of the rivalry between Nintendo and Sega during the 90s, where Nintendo maintained a familiar posture while Sega was more rebellious. Sound familiar? As expected, the Adult Swim clip went viral on Twitter, X, where everyone reacted to this Mickey Mouse with a dubious attraction to giant letters. Well, it's not like the original version of Steamboat Willie is a saint either. I mean, in that short film, he was a complete animal abuser and maybe a pervert. Just look at him pulling a pig away from her babies to play with her nipples. It's weird. Really weird. Jokes aside, the boom in content about Steamboat Willie can be seen as a humiliation for Disney, but you know what they say, all publicity is good publicity. Beyond the fact that they no longer have the rights to Steamboat Willie, all content based on it reminds us of Disney. Although Adult Swim's short was more personal, I doubt Disney will respond in any way. It's not worth it. Especially since they still have the rights to later versions of Mickey Mouse, and it doesn't look like their empire is going to fall because of memes. But who knows? Maybe it will bother them, the future content about Peter Pan and Tigger, whose copyrights were also released this year. While we wait for the magic of the internet, leave in the comments your wildest ideas for these characters and what you think of Steamboat Willie's projects. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to the Replay Media so you don't miss any of our videos, or Mickey Mouse in black and white will come for you.